wanted to make this video about playing Minecraft on a desktop gaming computer that has a separate graphics card and compare that to the last video where I was playing on my laptop and we saw some stuttering. So let's get started and we can compare. Desktop performance ends up being better than a laptop because of the better graphics card. If you like this video, please subscribe. It helps us know you want to see more content. You can see already performance is better. There's a cat going there. The rain rendering jungle area over there. We came from that area where there's a desert. Here's a village. I built this dirt over the road to keep from falling in this ravine again. Right click to open doors. There's kids sleeping. Some of these houses will have a chest or a crafting bench or sometimes tables like these. This one has water. You can see the water is rendering rather nicely. There's smoke coming off of those torches there. See, we're going up the hill. There's no problems with rendering or anything. Put down a bed and let it go through the night so it's light and we can see a little bit more. Always pick up your bed because you don't want to forget it. There's some pigs over here. Here's an area where they have wheat growing. Sometimes they'll have carrots. You see that hole there? You'd fall right down in that cave, so let's patch that up. And you see the molten lava there. Animation's pretty good. There's a waterfall. Some coal in the wall there. Flowers have good color. But everything renders well. You can even see the sun's rising there, and there's some sheep. See the desert over there to the left. And at nighttime, these fireflies will be out flying around. So you can see the rendering is pretty smooth. When you jump up, it just automatically redoes the rendering for you. Over here is like a desert area with multiple clay. You have the savanna continuing over here. And we can't go around. So we're just going to jump in the water and swim over. If you go underwater, you see the bubbles on the right. If you run out, you're out of oxygen and you start dying. If you stay down too long, then you die and all your things you have drop wherever you died at. Underwater is harder to pick them up later. And here's the clay I was talking about, and then this other part is just arid sand desert. Part of the desert can have gold in the mines. Sometimes there will be mines in the hills that you can find. And in this desert, you'll find little ruins like that one right out there. and usually those are near villages. Rabbit in the desert. You usually see the rabbits in the desert like this, and then if you have a biome that is close to this one, sometimes the rabbits will be in that part of the biome also. There's the Marauder Tower. You want to stay away from those you're in survival mode. This is peaceful mode, so I can just show you the rendering. And usually in Minecraft, if there's a Marauder Tower, there's a village within some distance in some direction from it. Usually within walking distance from the Marauder Tower, but they're sometimes across rivers or in a better biome. Since that ravine is really big, we'll go around it. You can see the setup. They have cages to keep iron golems in, and then these like disguise where they usually have food or crafting tables that they use. You don't want to fall into a ravine like that. You'll hurt yourself, and if you're in survival, you'll die because you'll fall from a very high place, and it says you died. And then you drop all your stuff, and then you have to come back again. Let's go down here to the river and put our boat in. If you're in the desert, finding wood for a boat is difficult. I had to go to that jungle area and get some wood from the trees. You just punch the wood, and then sometimes on the borders by the rivers, you'll see a tree like this. In the desert, I try to leave them alone because they're kind of rare. You can also see it's just sugar cane on the left, and then cactus, and then there's a village coming up here on the horizon. And there's a camel right there to the right. You left shift to get out of your boat, and then I use a pickaxe or an axe to get the boat. And it breaks it, and then you can carry the boat with you. There's some more rabbits walking around. And here's a desert village. These are sometimes on the edge of the ocean. You can see the color of the tails there. Here's a camel. They have a kiln oven over there. Some houses. And that villager. There's a farmer over there on the left. And then sometimes deserts are hard to find their way out of because you have rivers everywhere, and sometimes they just loop around. So to find the ocean, you can press F3 and find what direction you're facing, which it says north there. And then you have XYZ coordinates. You can go back to where your origin is if you travel towards the zero, you'll be going towards origin. This is Minecraft on the desktop. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.